Greetings all, Vanny here for Capricorn's weekend message. Capricorn, while Hestia loses her mind. The first card that came out for you is the Nine of Wands in reverse. There might be some deliberation or decisions being made. I kind of feel like just lay out the table of everything that is calling to you responsibility-wise and weigh out, like, is this something that I actually have to do? When do I have to do it? And is this something that I want to do, or can I give this up? Can I put this to the side for something else? And that's never something that we want to do, especially as ambitious people. As Capricorns, you're like, I want to write this book and make this art piece and film this movie. And those are all great things to want to do, and it's so fun to plan those out. But speaking as someone who is currently in the process of building her business, creating the YouTube and TikTok channels, and writing two very different stories, and that's just everything that I'm doing personally, that's a lot. The logical and physical steps that it takes to create one of those things, let alone to create it to a quality, it's a lot. And I feel like there's going to be some prioritizing going on right now, or there needs to be some, because having ambitions and dreams is great, but you never want it to overburden you or deplete you in a way where you have nothing left to give when you actually have those times. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. You have the ability. There is no doubt that you can do this, and you have the talent, you have the skill, and you have the mindset. It's the energy that you don't have right now. You are too exhausted. You are too spent. Like, quoting Bilbo here, already looking at the spiders. Like too much butter spread out on not enough bread. Or like not enough butter spread out on too big a piece of bread. You do not have the energy to give to everything the extent that you want to give it and that it deserves. And so I definitely don't want to say that, like, you have to, like, pick and choose, like, an ultimatum, what is important and what is going away. But for one, especially with the Queen of Cups coming out here, there needs to be a balancing and prioritizing of what serves you best to take care of right now, and what can you maybe carve some time out for here and there. Like, say, just using myself as an example, my business outside of recording these twice a week for you guys is my main focus, and what I am spending most of my time and energy on when I'm doing work for myself. But when I am having off time, when I'm having downtime, and there isn't a chore or responsibility that is immediately calling to me, I'm wanting to work on a passion project, on reading through that last chapter that I wrote in my story and changing something or adding something to a paragraph that's going to set up to something in the next chapter, or just making a greater impact in the story that I was already loving. It can give you time to ruminate on the ideas that need more time and inspiration to become, while also still making forward progression on what it is that you require to be stable. Now, balance is a very difficult thing to achieve, especially with the Ace of Wands in reverse right here. Feeling like you have to have a permission or a green light or a ignition point to start, or that you feel lost without a direction, without an active objective. You feel lost. And I mean, that is completely understandable. I myself have been there many times. I'm Capricorn rising. And when you feel lost, you feel unstable, and your power does not flow the way that it should. That is why the Magician is in reverse. And that is why right now, what I want to stress to you, my loves, is prioritizing, reflecting, and being honest with yourself. Does it make you happy? Is it something that you want, or is it something people are telling you you want or you need? And Is it stressing you out more than it is bringing you joy? You have the Star Seer. I love the depiction of this card so much because it really shows how guided and connected we are. When we decide to move forward, there's already something there to help us go, to help move us, to help lift us up. When we decide that we are ready to climb out, there's already something there to aid us. All we have to do is recognize our own power in the situation and be honest to say, you know, I may have wanted this and this is still important to me, but it is not what I need to focus my energy on. And sometimes that's really hard to say that, like, you know, this story is still important, but I cannot give it the energy that it needs right now, and there are other things calling to me. Now, what I want to warn about here is pushing your dreams too far to the back burner and them not getting the information and illumination that they require. That's why I was saying, like, in your downtime, when you have a moment, work on a passion project. When you work on, if there is something that isn't immediately needing to be done with your primary focus, give it to that enjoyment, that passion that led you down this path to begin with. Don't lose your fire. You have She of the Lotus. And what I love with this is that it truly is an indicator of your strength. A lotus flower itself grows in a swampy, muggy, boggy, dark, nasty kind of area. And yet beauty can grow and thrive in that. And that is analogous to your own strength too. While this situation has been hard, trying, and taxing, it is going to evolve you to a greater and higher level. That being said, the lotus flower still needs some light. It still needs some help and some aid. And that is why the Star Seer has come out as a sort of indicator that, like, I am always there watching over you. Call upon me and I will show you the way. Call upon your gods, your ancient ancestors, the stars that have always watched over you, and we will guide you to where you need to go, my Capricorn, my love. And that may be a difficult thing for you to do. It may not be difficult for all Capricorns to do, the asking for help. But there is something that needs to be shifted and reprioritized right now, because you cannot continue to go at the current rate of expulsion of your energy. You are tapping out very soon, my love. Please do not reach that point, because it's very difficult to come back from. Have a beautiful day, Capricorn.